Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's your professional yapper here, and we are back with episode 2 of Discogrankings. And this episode, we're going to be covering Mitski. Mitski is a Japanese-American pop artist who makes really sad and complex music. I really love her music. I've been listening to her since middle school, with lyrics that cover the full spectrum of human emotions. Her music is very sad, and I cry a lot to her music. Anyways. Today we're going to be ranking her entire discography, just like we did in the last episode with Marina. And yeah, let's get into the ranking. Before I get into the ranking, I just want to let you guys know, please comment down below who you guys want to see me cover on this series, Discogrankings, because after I finish all of the remake episodes, basically for context, I originally started this series in October, but I'm remaking all of those videos because my earlier videos are like really bad quality, and yeah, that's not the type of content I want to have out there. So I just want to remake, especially this series, because this is something I really poured a lot of time into. And yeah, let's just, without further ado, let's get into the ranking. And before I get into these rankings, I just want to say I don't hate none of these albums. I promise this was a very hard ranking to do because I love all of these albums, but something has to be at the bottom. So number 7 is Retired from Sad, New Career in Business. Released in 2013, Retired from Sad, New Career in Business is Mitski's second studio album. This album and her first album, Lush, were both made as college class projects. Even though this album gave us timeless classics like Goodbye My Danish Sweetheart and Class of 2013, which, just like I said in the Marina episode, Retired from Sad just doesn't serve as much as her other albums, and sometimes I forget it exists. And it's not a bad album, there is no bad Mitski albums, but like I said, something has to be at the bottom. But no, it's just so crazy how this was released as a class project. And that brings us to number 6, Lush. Lush was Mitski's debut album that gave us bops like Brand New City and Liquid Smooth, and was also released as a class project like Retired from Sad. And I only put it at number 6 because I feel like her first 2 albums are kind of forgettable. I don't know if it's from having like no CD, vinyl, like physical release at all, but her later albums just being really good. But I had to put something at number 6, and yeah, it's Lush. Alright, moving on to number 5, Laurel Hell. Released in 2022, Laurel Hell is Mitski's 6th studio album, a tad bit divided amongst her fan base due to the album's more upbeat production and quote-unquote happier lyrics, while still being able to make heartbreaking, gut-wrenching songs like Working for the Knife and The Only Heartbreaker. I like this more upbeat mood and tone of the album, but like her more dark and emotional projects slap. But like I feel like the fanbase does not give Laurel Hell the love it deserves because it is not that bad of an album. It's really not that bad as certain fans make it out to be, I promise you guys. Alright, number 4. Released in 2023, The Land is Inhospitable and So Are We is Mitski's 7th and most recent studio album. With its more stripped back vibe, folk sound, and aesthetic, The Land is Inhospitable, I'm sorry, I'm not saying that long ass title, stands out amongst Mitski's other albums. For me, I like it better than the bottom 3, but not as much as the top 3. The Land is a middle of the pack album for me, but it is really good and it's so extremely underrated. I know Makeout Creek, Puberty, and Be the Cowboy are like top tier Mitski, but we need to give The Land more love. Alrighty, moving on to number 3. Released in 2018, Be the Cowboy was Mitski's 5th studio album and one of her most mainstream, with songs like Nobody and Washing Machine Heart. Some of her biggest songs from Mitski's career came from Be the Cowboy, and I really enjoy this album. I love it so much. Nobody and Me and My Husband, top tier. And after the release of Be the Cowboy, Mitski went on a little bit of a hiatus for 4 years, and this album really could have been her last album, and that would have been very sad. Alrighty, moving on to number 2. Released in 2016, Puberty 2 is Mitski's 4th studio album, and one of her most critically acclaimed, with Your Best American Girl being nominated for an award, and relatable ass bops like Crack Baby, Dan the Dancer, and arguably one of Mitski's most popular songs, I Bet on Losing Dogs. And can we just take a moment to acknowledge the pure artistry of the Your Best American Girl video? Like, we need to talk about it because oh my god, I love this music video so much. It's like one of my favorite music videos. Like, this music video really highlights the message of this song really well, of her struggles being a woman of color and racism in like the dating space. So yeah, like this song is a very beautiful song. I love it so much. And moving on to number 1. Released in 2014, Bury Me at Makeout Creek is Mitski's 3rd studio album, and in my opinion, her best album overall, with deeply personal lyrics and somber melodies. And the fact that this is the best of the best from Mitski's discography, songs like Texas Reznov, Jobless Monday, I Don't Smoke, Carry Me Out, Drunk Walk Home, Last Words of a Shooting Star, all top tier Mitski. All of those top tier songs came from Bury Me at Makeout Creek. Like, this album is incredible. I love it so much. It's very relatable. Last Words of a Shooting Star, top tier bop, and this album got me through a lot of dark times in my life. Like, this is a no skip album. All 10 songs on this album are top tier and really, really good. Like, I love every single song on this album. And that's the end of this episode of Discogrankings. I heavily relate to Mitski's music a lot, and it was fun to dive deeper into her discography, and I'm really excited to do that with the rest of the artists that I covered in my original episodes. Like, I'm just really excited for this remake project because, like, I'm just happy. I want to dive deeper into certain topics that I talked about in some of my older videos, and I just want to have better versions of those videos out because my quality was bad. Like I said in the update video, I was running on my Samsung Galaxy in a dream. The next episode of Discogrankings, whenever it releases, will be either Lana Del Rey or Utada Hikaru. I won't do like any new episodes until I finish all of the remake stuff. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is Anthony, your professional yapper, signing out.